Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel, and as promised, in today's video I'm gonna talk about more personal things. Well, not only personal, but also things that consider Russia, my country, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the pandemic situation and how it affected the country and my life. In the beginning it felt like it wasn't that scary because the number of people getting sick was quite low. I guess that it was April and May, maybe closer to the end of May, when everything peaked. And I have friends in the medical industry, so I know for sure that it was a disaster for hospitals. There weren't enough beds for corona patients, so other people with other illnesses had to suffer. For example, I read a story about a girl. She called an ambulance because she wasn't feeling well, like really not well, and she had a problem with her liver or something like that. I don't remember for sure. And well, the ambulance said that they were too busy, the hospitals were packed, and well, as a result she was found dead in her apartment in a few days. So yeah, it was a difficult time. Now it's much better, as far as I know, considering the places in the hospitals. I know, for example, that in St. Petersburg a new hospital was open, but judging by the reviews on the internet, the conditions there were horrible. I can rant about it longer, but let's just say this country wasn't ready for a pandemic. Thankfully, in June and July the numbers started to go down, and now everything is starting to go back to normal. At least cafes and clothes shops are open, and I think it's a sign. As for closing the public places, I think this country did well, except for one thing. Do you know what was the last thing that was open? You can't even imagine. The city parks, which are almost completely forests. Seriously. Obviously, the government thought that smaller parks were safer than huge forest territory, and they earned a lot of money from the fines. So remember, the virus is more active if there are less people and they're separated by trees. Seems like trees catalyze the virus. As for my own life situation, it was something new, and not in a good way. You know, I had never believed in the seriousness of mental health issues. I thought that if people are strong, they are able to fight it easily. I thought that depression wasn't that bad, that panic attacks were created by hipsters, that anxiety wasn't really a disease. And well, now I take all those opinions back and I admit that I was wrong. Being imprisoned in the country that I'm not a fan of has really been affecting my mental health. You know, life had never seemed so pointless before the lockdown. Job problems, not being able to travel, especially not going to Finland, being in this country, like realizing that I'm still living in this country, all that introduced me to depression, and it was not pretty. It's still not pretty. Especially when it comes to dark thoughts and panic attacks. Damn, that's really scary, like seriously scary. I haven't planned on whining about it. I just want to say that mental health issues is a serious problem, and if you have it, don't be like me, don't pretend that you're tough, get help. Although recently I've started a new, more serious medication, and it seems to be helping. At least I'm inspired to make videos again. I should say that I miss Finland a lot, and as for now, no one is still planning to open the borders, so I'm really happy I have my medication. Although the positive thing that I got out of this situation is that I found out once again that Finland is a wonderful country with wonderful people. In one of the darkest days, I decided to address the Finnish government and ask for help. I know it's kind of a weird thing to do, and I realized that they can't do much in this situation. But you know what? I still got the replies from all the places that I wrote to, even the president's office. It wasn't really productive, but I got some advice that I could use, and still it was so nice. I mean, I can't imagine that I can do the same thing in Russia and that I can get replies. Like seriously, can you imagine? I'm writing to some ministries and they reply me back with advice, like they feel sorry for me and all that stuff. The only thing that I can get here is the automatic thing that says your message has reached the addressee or something like that, but I'm still not sure that it can happen here. So, way to go, Finland! You have wonderful government. Moreover, I got inspired to just move to Finland. Just go in there without a certain plan. I'm seriously considering moving when the borders are open, and I will have 3 months to find a job or other serious basis to stay in Finland. So, if anyone could help or knows someone who could, I will highly appreciate it. Also, I would appreciate some advice on renting the apartment. What are the reliable sites or sources where people can do that? And what's the process? Can I do it for just 3 months at first? Everything is still a bit blurry in my mind about that, but I know for sure that I can't stay in this country anymore. Especially after the recent constitution voting. Maybe you heard of it. Not only did they have a grammar mistake in the voting papers, but what's more important is the results. Judging by the internet, most people in this country are not happy about the results, but still by some magic the constitution was changed. I'm not implying anything, just telling about what I read on the internet, because implying something is not safe. But well, you can draw your own conclusions here. I'm not saying anything. So yeah, this is how everything has been going. I really hope for the better future and that this future will come sooner than I expect. Tell me how you have been doing in this tough time in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.